himself, he's unraveling. He's unraveling. I mean, he's talking about coming back. There's talks about that he needs the money, which is sad. And I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. But here's a guy talking about coming back at his age and fighting, top guys. And here's a guy who is making bad decisions, alienating themselves with his fighters. I mean, if you're a promoter, you better not alienate yourself with fighters. I mean, that's how you make your money. If somebody hasn't, hey, Oscar, your fighters is what your product is. I mean, that's what you're promoting. I mean, you have to have a relationship.
Well, it's a little late for that because he seems to have issues with every single one except Virgil Ortiz.
Well, yeah.
Those are the words of Teddy Atlas as he reports that possibly Oscar De La Hoya is unraveling. He's becoming unglued. He's becoming, it's a meltdown. Okay. It seems that Oscar De La Hoya is at a stage in his life where it's rumored that Oscar De La Hoya is falling off. I mean, he's fell off before. If you can remember when Canelo fought Mayweather, he couldn't even be there because he was in rehab. And when he got out, when Canelo was going to fight Lara, which was another tough fight. He had another meltdown after that, another incident, okay, where he has made bad decisions. And those, I think, contributes to his lifestyle, his addiction. Oscar De La Hoya has been involved in things, when he was just quote unquote the golden boy, he was involved in things that a lot of people kind of overlooked. We can't forget about the other incidents where he was dressing a certain way. Let's put it that way. I don't really like to report that on this channel, but since we're talking about De La Hoya, that is what happened. And I think because of his lifestyle, because of his, drug abuse, I think that's led to bad decision making, and for one, you make a bad decision by resorting to that or, relapsing. And then it's another one when you actually started, doing these drugs. I think this all contributes to Oscar De La Hoya and his drug use. Because if you take that factor away from De La Hoya, he's a pretty decent promoter. He's not the best. Okay. I mean, I know he learned a lot from Bob Arum, him and Floyd Mayweather Jr. They were both with Bob Arum, and Bob Arum, they learned some things about Bob, the good things they liked. And then I guess they tried to take away the bad things, but they learned a great degree from Bob Arum, but Bob Arum wasn't a, heavy drug user. We just found out recently, or I have, that he was become a partaker in the hemp. Okay. But a lot of people now view that as medicine over a hardcore drug or opioid or something like that, or alcohol, which, can be more addictive, on top of, when you withdraw from those type of things. But De La Hoya, did announce he's coming back and he wants to fight the best in the division, and I'm glad Teddy Atlas brought that up, okay, because Oscar De La Hoya, you would, at 47 years of age, why would you want to fight the best? Look, Mike Tyson didn't come in and say, I want to fight the best guys. He didn't come out right off the bat saying that. He was saying, I want to do things for charity, meaning he doesn't have to fight for money. He's fighting for other people. He's fighting for an event, but that's the event that motivates him to get in shape, to know and to do what he can still do or see where he's at. You know what I mean? So that gives him motivation. Oscar, didn't say that. He said he wanted to fight the best at 154 or 160. And that's kind of scary because it's like, well, why would you feel you need to do that at age 47? You did that when you were fighting. So maybe there is a link to money. Maybe he needs money. Why else would you want to fight the best? Because you want the best fight purses. You want the most money. That's what happens when you fight the best. That's linked to a bigger fight purse. So again, I also hope that's not true about Oscar De La Hoya, but that may be a reason why he wants to fight the best guys or the top guys to get the top purses. So he may need money. But again, I think it goes back to drug use. Okay. And the last thing I want to counterpunch with you guys, that he has had problems with his talent, with his fighters. Okay. Because except Ortiz, and everyone else has a problem. Canelo had a problem with him. Now, Ryan Garcia has had several problems with him. And you go figure, Ryan Garcia is a young fighter. So if he's having this type of problems with a fighter that young, that was labeled the smaller, younger De La Hoya, and he has a problem with him, that's not a good look. And other promoters see that and they look and they're like, what's up with De La Hoya? Why is he having this type of problem with Ryan Garcia? And with Canelo, which, is supposed to be the cash cow or the most highest paid boxer around right now. But nonetheless, he's having problems with him because he's going through a lawsuit right now, and Canelo's including De La Hoya in the lawsuit, regardless of what De La Hoya is trying to make everyone believe. He's knee deep in that lawsuit. He's a part of that lawsuit by Team Canelo. Okay, so, that may contribute to the fact that he may need money too, because he may not, due to the bad business decisions, he may not have the money to cover it if he is sued, even cover the percentage of a down payment, from an offset. So you don't know at the end of the day what's going on with Oscar, but whatever's going on with Oscar, I hope he can rectify it, because in hindsight, if you look back at boxers, okay, and that's, like Arturo Gotti's, you had the Tommy Morrisons, the Alexis Arguellos, you had these fighters that were a part of, that were very good fighters, but they got themselves caught up in a lifestyle that they could not extract themselves from, and I hope Oscar De La Hoya isn't one of those people, because people poke fun at Oscar, but at the same time, people don't know what someone else is going through. They don't, and I just hope he can get the right amount of help, if he needs rehab, if he needs to step down, if he needs something, but I hope it's not money at the end of the day, because I hope he was smart enough, or someone, or hired someone smart enough to take care of his assets to make sure he's okay, but anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, because this was a very interesting topic, from Teddy Atlas, and I'm with Teddy Atlas. I hope there's nothing this brash that's coming upon Oscar De La Hoya. You guys tell me what you think about Oscar De La Hoya. Is he unraveling? Is it a meltdown? Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.